If you are under the age of 18 and watching this video, please stop now. This video content is not intended for you. Hi everyone, it's Veronica and I am here with my video response to Simply Shantae's Postcard Memorydex challenge. This was a challenge that she put out there for anyone to join, and all you had to do was create one postcard and one Memorydex card and send them in to her. Each one had their own specifications. You had to create the postcard in a 4x6 size. Both had to be sturdy. The postcard could be embellished any way that you wanted to embellish it. Also, make sure you had the postcard stamp on the reverse side, and the Memorydex card had to be flat, and also everything that you were putting on it had to be confined within the Memorydex itself on that front side. Nothing needed to hang out or anything like that because she's putting it on that Rolodex thingy. So I wanted to share with you, first of all, what I used to create my postcard and Memorydex, and then I'll share with you what I created. All right, I used some Velcro dots, this coffee dye from Verve, and that company is no longer in business. This postcard stamp, and I got this from Hobby Lobby years ago. And that is what that looks like. Right here was the word message, but you could see it was crooked, so I just cut that off and got rid of it. I used some Prills from Heartfelt Creations. Some of this 3D Galaxy Gloss. This Vintage Photo ink, Tim Holtz, and also Colonial White ink from Close to My Heart. This is the Rolodex die that I used, and that is from Allie. I pulled out my Heartfelt Creations background stamp. I used one of those scalloped circles from the Spellbinders set. This gift card holder from Stamps of Life. This gift card slot, the one that says Enjoy, from Honeybee Stamps. The steam from the My Favorite Things hot cocoa cups. And for the paper, this is what I have left from the Coffee Talk collection from Heartfelt Creations. I could not bear to part with it, so what I did was use cut-aparts from what I have left over. All right, so first I'm going to share my postcard, and that's how that turned out. The front, and then the back side, that's that postcard stamp. And that's where that message would have stamped, but the word message. But again, it was crooked, so I just cut it off. Here's the Verve die. I cut it, I think, about 4 times and then layered it. Oh, and also the postcard had to have a sentiment on it. So this sentiment was on one of the cut aparts, and I just cut it apart. All right, coffee warms the soul inside and out. And on the cup, the coffee and the coffee beans, I used that 3D Galaxy Gloss, which gave it a really nice shimmer. Now, the paper actually has a cup on it, and I had another cup, so I cut it and I layered it. You can see that it is slightly popped up to give it a little dimension. And then the steam, I used Heartfelt Creations vellum. That is some very sturdy vellum. And here are the Prills that I added. All right, and this brown paper is the dark chocolate from Paper Tray Ink, and then this, of course, is from the paper collection. So this is very sturdy, as she requested, but I think it turned out so cute. All right, let me zoom in just a little. All right, and then for the Memorydex, I did a gatefold style. That is the front, We needed to include our information. There were certain pieces that she wanted, and she wanted it typed, so I just created a pocket to put that in. But this is from the paper collection, so is this. I did some inking on the scalloped piece and actually around the Memorydex itself. And once I had gotten the cup and the scallop, it just still looked so very plain to me. So I talked to Lucretia and said, I don't know what else to add on here. And she said, well, use some white ink and put some script on the front. So that is how this came to be. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it because I think it turned out so pretty. That's that Heartfelt Creations background stamp. Super cute. I added prills here as well to the centers of the flowers. And all she will have to do is just open. And inside, in the moment, relaxation in every sip. Coffee, of course, is one of her favorite things. So that's why I chose this theme. So hopefully, Shanta, you like what I have created. And this is just as solid. I kept adding layers and layers, and I had to slow myself down and say, wait, she needs this thing to be flat. So, sorry for hitting the camera. Hopefully it's not too thick, but that is how that turned out. And I wanted to send you a little something to treat yourself. So this is that gift card holder from Stamps of Life. And of course, I included one of your favorite things. So enjoy, my dear. All right. And that's just the back. It's plain on the back. So that is my submission for Shanta's Postcard Memorydex Challenge. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. And I will have a link to her channel in the description box. Happy crafting, everyone.